Starting in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Cuckoo is here with Saku and Raj, and we are continuing Ace Attorney investigations.
It's time for more logic and investigating.
Press that logic button, Coco. Okay, as I always say, you've gotta look very carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use the scroll wheels to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle.
Aw, thank you, Gumshoe.
You're very welcome. Use the slide bar or the X and Y arrows to zoom in and out to get at the nitty gritty.
I love when you talk like that.
Nitty gritty.
To think that it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger.
You know, I can't ever really see myself liking guns. Oh, but I love the ones they use at the track and field meets to start races. If you take off before it's fired, everybody always ends up following your lead.
To chase you down for a false start.
Now that you mention it, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place. God bless.
I know. Everyone may be my boyfriend, but Gumshoe is my husband. It looks like only one round was fired from.
Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wresting the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Sorry, I read that very badly.
We have no proof for now. That is a distinct possibility. I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send the body to all.
Jim! Why, oh why? How could this have happened to a guy like you?
Excuse me. Are you alright?
Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be!
Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body.
The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night.
Sure. Just in a bloodstained suit, pal.
Where are my manners?
Aren't you that prosecutor?
Why, yes, I am. I'm Jack Sportsman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting.
I am Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir.
So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office?
Yes, that is correct.
Then it was you! You're the one who killed Jim.
Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal! Just calm down, okay?
I will not! I know how things work around here. High prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door.
That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner.
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to his door was with me the entire time, okay? So the only one who could get in here was me. Ho 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 ho! Wait, that means I'm not sure what that means.
So it was you then! You're Jim's killer!
No way, pal! You've got it all wrong!
Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct? If you are a real prosecutor, you should know how to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions?
Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer though, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah.
I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Ugh.
A pleasure to work with you.
Stop wiggling your fingers.
He totally doesn't want to touch his, logic button.
That's how lawyers have sex.
Oh my. Well then,
No shaking hands for us.
then I guess Phoenix can never have sex.
Because he's got no logic. Now, Coco, you, above all others, should know that there are other ways around to have sex. Now, come on. You don't have to touch logic buttons, that's just the commonly accepted way.
I guess. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Carry on then, it's your room after all.
That's right, it is my room. Thank you, I intend to. Everyone get out of my office.
I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim.
Jim needs to get out of my office too.
You there. Sir!
They touch logic buttons.
That is a beautiful moment.
I want you to capture this scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner, Jim.
This is really weird.
I should probably give them some space to be weird. Or they'll be weird over here with Gumshoe.
You called, sir?
I seem to have picked up a few good leads.
Oh, so now you're gonna do that thing you do with all that information, right?
What are you babbling about?
The brainy thing you were talking about just a few minutes ago, sir. Logic. You said that you can look at all your leads and info by touching the logic button. Then you pick up the pieces you want to connect by touching them and hitting connect.
Oh my,
I'm
this
just
is getting
surprised.
steamy.
So surprised that you remember all that.
That's your way of investigating, right, sir?
Yes. Which is why this exercise in explaining my own method to me was unnecessary.
Okay, then how about explain my logic to you next?
This is even more unnecessary.
My logic's twice as big.
It is twice as long if we're talking about the analogy of their ties being tied to their logic. Edgeworth's kind of roughly and short.
Ah, your jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor?
Sorry, my laptop decided to go to a screensaver. I just saw a massive picture of Greg Universe's face.
Aw, what a good thing to see.
Yeah.
It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round.
So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made in your prosecutor. Sorry, your prosecute debut in.
Yeah.
What if they'd shot through it? It would have been a disaster.
I'm so worked up right now. It's not worth getting worked up over, detective. Not when there's something more here, like you trying to pronounce a 3-syllable word.
Huh? Like what? Okay, see, whenever he does that thing with his eyebrows, I think of that stupid "if you were gay" video that you made years ago.
I can't help it. Yeah, I made a stupid YouTube video of Gumshoe wiggling his eyebrows to the "If You Were Gay" song from Avenue a long time ago, but I'll give you the link at the end.
Thank you.
I take it you haven't noticed it yet, detective. There is a giant contradiction right here in front of you.
Really?
That's right, baby. Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. His love. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off,
Touch the Phoenix button. I mean,
that's when my deductive skills come into play, yo. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. The markings of bullets. They remind me of his spiky hair. The jagged edges of this bullet hole. Wait, this is it. The bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should touch the deduce button with my conviction. I deduce, my good man. And when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. If you don't like it, get out.
only one bullet was fired.
Rashi's so smart. To recap, this bullet hole is the contradiction.
What do you mean, sir?
It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim. And the second felled this frame.
Hey, that's right.
However, this gun was only fired once.
Hey, that's true too.
Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight?
By the way, I noticed something, sir.
Yeah?
What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame?
Ah, that. It's a secret safe.
It's not a very safe secret now, is it? Sorry. A secret safe? Oh, I smell money!
It's not the kind that you can swim in, just so that we're clear. I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside.
He's imagining, the locker from Men in Black.
He's imagining so many things. Just all the cup noodles are in there.
Oh my god.
Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way with your big manly arms.
Roger that! Talk about Dusty!
I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while.
I had no idea there was a safe here. I would have kept it clean for you, sir. So when did you put this thing in?
It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one.
Really? I had no idea.
Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence.
So, what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth?
My love for Phoenix. Right now, no.
Exactly, his love for Phoenix.
We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session.
It's just tons of Steel Samurai merch.
Yes, absolutely.
That's talk about squashing my hopes and dreams.
He's got like rare Steel Samurai cards in there. I won't rest until I've collected them all. Until I've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny.
It's all scuffed up. I never knew there was a safe hidden back here.
Well, if detectives knew about them, then they wouldn't be secret now, would they?
Are there any other secret hidden things in this room?
Even if there were, it would defeat the purpose of them being hidden if I told you. So don't bother looking for them.
So there's no, like, hidden camera around, right?
Why are you worried about that?
No
I told
reason.
you, stop jacking off in my office.
Can't help it.
And what if there was?
No, it's nothing. Forget I said anything. He's totally put the cravat on, hasn't he? Marched around for
Oh, yes!
Edgeworth.
Yes! Dressed up as Edgeworth. Saying Eureka to himself. Do I even want to ask what he's been doing in my office while I've been away? Or should I just watch the video? He can watch it with Phoenix later.
That's an odd couple's activity, but it's not an old for me.
Now this is odd.
You found something, sir?
This keypad, don't you find it to be a bit too clean?
Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not in the keypad itself.
You there, the forensic scientist.
Yes, sir.
Could you please dust this area for fingerprints?
You got it, sir.
Wow, that scientist was taking pictures of that guy with the dead guy the whole time. Through that whole conversation.
He was totally doing the, like, beautiful now. The camera loves you.
A whole huge, like, Vogue photo shoot was going on back there.
I couldn't find, let alone lift a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well.
Cool. As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. Time to rationally and calmly play connect the dots with the information we have. And while we do that, I'll give Gumshoe a colouring book.
Is it paint by numbers? Because I'm no very good at keeping on the lines otherwise. I get really confused with my colour 3D.
It's okay, just be creative. You do whatever you
being
like.
creative. Anyway, sorry.
It's gonna go right on the fridge when it's done.
Killer's goal, wiped fingerprints.
I believe that someone controlling me has figured out what the murder was after.
Well, what is it, sir?
The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe. I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime. Yeah, signs of struggle and theft? Yes? There is a possibility that the files splayed on the floor. Greg Universe again. Stop doing that, computer. Are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer.
Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir?
Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen.
So proud, Gumshoe.
So proud of
Yes,
you.
sir. I'm gonna shelf files like you've never seen before, even at a library.
Sure. Let's give that a try.
Why do all the good ones always die young? Surely
much
you
is
must
it?
ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth.
No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life.
Thinking about his dad.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry, Soccer.
Just the small
have
pained noise.
sensitive feelings. All we can do is search for the truth. He is going to cry later.
Probably.
In Gumshoe and or Phoenix's arms.
And? So what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth?
First, you get out of my way. We calmly restore the files to their rightful place.
You got it. Here, let me help.
Wish everyone would stop touching my stuff.
So this file goes here, that book goes there.
You sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal. Alright, done.
It would appear that the
That the
murder...
murder has 4 hands rather than hands and feet, and was crawling down my shell. I'm sorry, sorry.
No. Some kind of four-armed god was here. The murder was definitely committed here.
The blood stains on that bookshelf are still fresh.
Are you hungry, detective?
Oh, fancy a steak.
I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf.
And the guy fell onto the floor, right? The blood on the floor is kind of grossing me out.
Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now.
But you know I'm no good with blood, sir.
I'm certain there's something wrong with this picture. It doesn't have Phoenix in it, that's what's wrong with it.
It has
Photobomb!
blood spatters on the files.
Yeah.
Shing.
This spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold.
You need me to, like, bring up the summaries of any, let me know.
Yeah. All of them. Of course, it's my badge. No. Yeah, that one. Because it's too low. There is clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole.
What do you mean, sir?
You don't see?
Oh, I actually didn't see that there was a bullet hole in the files. I just saw
Yeah,
the
I
blood
didn't either.
splatters.
Well, I didn't see either, but I'm going to pretend that I did. Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up.
But what if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir?
That would be illogical. The victim leaned against this shelf here after being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was shot.
Then that means... Oh wait, what does that mean, sir?
It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mine, detective.
Oh, his face.
In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption. And it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. What is the faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position?
The order of the files.
I believe the order of the files is a bit off.
You mean I put them back in their own order just now? Hey, actually, I think their labels are wrong, sir.
Oh.
Yeah, you see how the files that were shot began with the number 0? What are those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird.
I'm very impressed with your ability to count, but actually the way they are organized is not the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye. Then I press my logic button.
But the numbers are all out of order.
Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. Aha! So that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out.
Do you think it'd be okay to prop the body back up to how it was before it was moved?
They finished processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be, unless of course you're going to throw up. If you please, Detective Gumshoe.
Hoopla!
As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Fate.
Oh my god! The books say Leon!
Leon, help! And then he put the files back in numerical order, I guess. Exactly, and then proceeded to shoot the victim.
But why would someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time?
Puzzling indeed.
And we will find out why next time. Thank you guys for
No,
watching.
can't take the suspense!
And see you then.
Bye guys!